Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Volunteers will get us started with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Bowman. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So Kentucky's will have some work to do after that short return. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, Dave, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened, right? The game seems to be moving faster. The crowd noise feels louder. Your composure will be tested early in a game like this.
It's now second down after the short completion. He's looking to throw. And the timing just a hair off. These guys have really performed at a high level in SEC play, and the task is to try to keep this groove going.
Yeah, when you start the season like this, man, this is exactly what you drew up. Win your conference, be great in your conference, get to the conference championship.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10. Kentucky will be forced to punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. So Tennessee's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
Nice job by the running back there on that angle route against zone coverage. He wasn't in a hurry. He was able to sort of find the soft spot in the defense and just gear down, make himself an easy target.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
They'll go right back to it. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the first down? This would likely be a chip shot for the field goal kicker, but they want the touchdown instead. They'll go for it on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one. And the Volunteers are on the move. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Second and goal for this offense. They'll run it. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Vols!
And the running back was not going to be denied on that play. He had a hole. He saw it. He put his foot in the ground, and that was pay dirt.
Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be brought down. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
He just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Receiver looks it in. It's complete. He stopped after making the catch.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. How about that alert play from the defense to scoop it up?
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
Kentucky will hang on here. The coach has called a timeout. He wants the officials to take another look. Thinks he's got a good shot at getting this one overturned. So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Complete to the right. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Looking to move it through the air. Finds his tight end. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The biggest lie college football coaches tell is nameless, faceless opponent. David, game like this, you know their name and you know their face.
You know them well, and it does mean just a little bit more because it's bragging rights. Like, the rivalries matter so much all throughout the year. All the fans talking about this game in particular, that's why it means more, and that's why these players will be jacked out of their minds.
Let's see what they do here on 3rd and short from the 41. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Safe completion on the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time, the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it, there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
They have had to wear that beat down since the last time these two met, Jesse.
And they've been talking about it for a long time. They were absolutely embarrassed. The players, the coaches, the fans. You know, David, coming into this game this time, they want to put out a much better performance.
Oh, there's nothing worse. The coaches are riding you all week leading up into this game, reminding you, showing the clips in the locker room. You know you failed. You want to come out and get a great start in this football game.
They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against, Jamal Lewis and Travis Henry, two great Vol running backs that used to really test the physicality of our Gator defenses in some of those great games we had back in the late 90s. This dude right here, man, he just wears you down every single carry.
Man, it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time.
And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Tennessee 14, Kentucky 0.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. He's going to run it. At the 45 on his way. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB. Sit back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. And that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
They're strong, and they're strong. Defensive tackles, they're strong. There's such big jokers in the middle where they just lock out those offensive linemen. And running backs, listen, they don't have much of a chance. When you got that 300-plus pound guy grabbing you around the shoulder pad, you tend to go to the ground pretty quickly.
Kentucky will be forced to punt. Wanted to make sure not to give them a chance for a return as it goes out of bounds. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. They wanted to strike first and strike hard, and they've been able to do that here in the first quarter as we take a look at the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First down to start the drive after the break. On the move, it's McKinnon. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do.
Nothing but green ahead. Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
He finds his man.
And that's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Makes the tackle at the 27. It's a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. The Vols are moving quickly down the field. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Volunteer! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Tennessee 21, Kentucky 0.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Going to try to get it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit. Kentucky right back to the line.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the first down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football. The whole playbook is open to my disposal.
So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And the Wildcats come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on first down. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
I know it's early in this game, but, man, this defense has had their number. They've done a great job, already built a huge lead, now getting this offense in a situation where they got to pass the football, and they better protect their quarterback better than they are right now.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Setting up the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. Kentucky sent out the punting unit. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
One play in this drive, and already out to the 41. It's first down. They're going to ride this running back. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the first down.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the first down, and that's all that matters.
To the ground with the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, 3rd, 4th quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Now they'll run the draw. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Ball at the 38. The defense will try to get a stop on 3rd and short. Back to pass. It's Morris. He makes the connection. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And that's a
We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Defense there to stop him at the 20. Let's give him 3 yards on that carry.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They've got it right on the edge of the red zone, but they face a 3rd and long. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Between the uprights, it's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
He gets it past the 1st down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a 1st down for this offense. Plays like that with just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use the great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Well, the QB looked like he knew where he wanted to go with that football, but give the defense credit. They were able to swat that one away.
The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. They'll run play action. Pressure in his face, and he lets him fly. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. He'll just keep slinging it. Another incompletion on 3rd down. Kentucky will be forced to punt. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes the catch, and now looking for just a little bit of daylight. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Tennessee ready to go to work, the Big Orange offense on the field. They've been outstanding here in this first half. Might as well try for the knockout punch, David.
Yeah, confidence has to be at an all-time high. Great first half. I'm going to get more, Palmer. I'm not scared with the lead when I got the football late.
Yeah, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You can see the quarterback's body language. He wants to go. He wants to go tempo. He wants to take shots. They're trying to light this scoreboard up.
Offense getting set for 1st down. Wide receiver shows motion. With jet sweep pass. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all right after the catch. So pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
On the move at the 30. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down. And the Vols come to the line with a new set of downs. Touch pass on the run. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of the spot.
They've got it in field goal range, but they'll try to convert this 3rd and long from the 20. Going for 6. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there. They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And now the lead is even bigger. So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back.
And he can't escape, and down he goes.
A loss of 4 yards on the play. 2nd down coming up.
Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, what an environment there today. All the animosity and flat-out hatred that comes with a good old-fashioned rivalry game on display in that first half. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package, and his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
And the Tennessee offense will take over.
The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They'll start the 3rd quarter with the run. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
And David, how demoralizing does it have to be for a defense when you know they're going to run it, everyone in the stadium knows they're going to run it, and still you cannot stop it?
There's nothing more demoralizing as a defensive lineman because it ticks you off. It gets in your head. You know that guy's going to come off and smack you, and you got to do something about it. I think
he'll take the deep shot. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown Vols! And the route is on. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive.
Kentucky, 0.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Trevino. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole and the quarterback throwing straight.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier.
Fires into traffic, picked off. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Tennessee. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick six.
Kentucky, 0.
And he's going to bring it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8.
Second down.
He's looking to throw. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you've got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great, but they got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Can they catch him? That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Line gets set, 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. They wrestle him down after he picks up 6. In. Being down at the 18.
I think a big key in this team's success today has been their ability to run the football. They've been able to just hand it off and go churn out yards. They've had this defense on their heels all game long. It's given them a big cushion in this game so far. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Six-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Jolly. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. Makes the grab on the left. Pulled down for the tackle.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here. But
touchdown, Volunteers! And the stomping has commenced. Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable with that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Well, we've seen this offense struggle early in this game, protecting the quarterback. They went in at halftime, thought they'd made the right adjustments, but it's not looking like it right now. They're still having issues keeping this guy standing up straight. Up front, they're just getting beat.
Oh, picked off. No real chance on the return, but they've got it at the 34.
And when it's third and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
Going up top. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football. No PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Looking to throw on second down. That's reeled in, it's ball.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up second and 5, third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pulls and throws off the RPO. Touchdown, Vols! And the beatdown has ensued. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Tennessee 55. Kentucky.
Coming out with it, it's Bowman. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making it play.
It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Turns it on in midfield. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Wildcats are flying down the field. Running it to the right. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Swings it out to his running back. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the first.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33.
Well, it's a great individual effort by him. Boy, oh boy, it came at a cost. He was able to go out and get some positive yards and make something happen for his offense, but did you see the hit he just took? I don't know if he can take too many more of those.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. And if he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Cherry. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. And they'll finally make the tackle at the 3-yard line.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Here we go. Here's the handoff. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky! Man, did he show some pops for that one.
Some serious vertical right there. I tell you what, everybody in front of you, hey, I'll go by air if I need to. Good job getting in the air, getting the touchdown.
And the extra point is good. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25.
Tennessee offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Don't give it to 22. Do not give it to 22.
Final play of the quarter coming. To the air on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's ball. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. That's the end of the quarter, and Tennessee has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. He's going to pass. He turns that loose down the right side. He is feeling it. A huge play. Almost took it to the house, but they got him at the 24.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Well, he make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the 1st down.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So listen.
Cut all the hops.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get concerned. Because this offense obviously has had themselves a day. And apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring. And the defense better do something about it.
And the extra point is good.
That makes the score. Tennessee 62, Kentucky 7.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Kentucky has it back, and the big blue offense takes the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over-'em football, that last touchdown drive was for you, Jesse.
That was impressive, man. Great blocking up front and tough physical running by these ball carriers.
And now you wonder how the defense responds. Like, are they going to get way more aggressive to try to stop the run? I got to do something to break the rhythm of that running game.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Using the quick game. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down. Here's his offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Here he goes breaking the pocket. At midfield, he's got room. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. Here comes Kentucky after picking up that first down. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Unloads it left. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion? It's 1st and 10 from the 13. He'll do it himself. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They
got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kentucky.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally, some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you get destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick this one away.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? And after the loss on that last one, an all-important second down play from the 12. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29.
First down for the offense.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. Pulls his way forward. And a big play there on the option. The pitch was executed perfectly.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Firing to the right, complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business for the first and goal. And while this game is all but decided, the offense's job is to score. So they might try to score again. He wants it all. Touchdown Volunteers! And the pummeling has started. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week, for the rest of this season, so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room.
And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
And, man, is that just indictment of the day. Your quarterback getting drilled late in the football game. This offense has sputtered. They haven't found any kind of good rhythm. They haven't done things that really gives your coach confidence and makes you want to believe in them. This offense has a lot of work to do before their next football game.
There he goes. Open it up. He will score. Touchdown, Vols.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
The kickoff team is out there after that last punt return for a touchdown. Let's see if we get another big special teams play. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He wants to throw. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. You know what's great about rivalry games?